Hi guys, I promised you a introductory video with me starting up my Facebook page and TikTok and YouTube all in one shot. I figure I'd give you guys a little bit of background information, kind of my journey so far. So my name's James, if you haven't met me before. My life has had its ups and downs, just like everybody's life. Everybody goes through their struggles, and it's how you come out of those struggles that's the key. So I've been overweight my entire life. Ever since I was a little kid, elementary school, middle school, high school. I think in middle school I was 240 pounds. High school I was up over 300 pounds. The biggest I've ever gotten is 455. And that wasn't too long ago, maybe a little over a year ago. So I was harassed and made fun of for being overweight. And it didn't feel like it was anything I could control. It's not like I was super sedentary. I did the normal kid stuff. Get out there, run around. We build forts in trees and all those types of things. I just gained weight and gained weight and gained weight. So the reason I got up to 455, at least in my head, is because in 2021, actually the end of April in 2021, I had a accident while I was at work. I was working animal control, and they had dispatched me to a Malamute that was injured. It was a standard call, wasn't any kind of issues. The dog was perfectly fine, perfectly happy. I'm not sure what was going on, but when I was loading him into the back of my truck, there's these little cages on the side of the truck. As I was lifting him, he started moving around, just wiggling back and forth, and he was kind of falling out of my arms a little bit. So I caught him, but when I caught him, the bottom side of my wrist had bent over this metal bar, which caused my TFCC tendon to tear. As you can see, there's some scars on here that we can talk about here in a minute. So that tore, in a ton of pain. Sorry. Doing this outside, not super professional, but I promise you guys raw and uncut. I'm not editing things. We're just talking about real life. So, tore the TFCC tendon. A ganglion cyst formed inside my wrist. They tried to have me do therapy, went through MRIs, all that kind of stuff. They're like, okay, well, let's cut you open and see if we can fix it. So they went in and did the cartilage defibrillation, something or other medical term. Basically went in there, cleaned it out, repaired the tendon, got rid of the cyst. I was like, great. I come out, I'm in a cast for, it was a long time, over a month. Laid up in bed, just kind of sitting there waiting for it to heal. Once we got the cast off, realized that the pain was still there, if not even just slightly worse. So then fast forward another year of physical therapy, they decided to do another surgery. It was an ulna shortening. So they went in and they cut the ulna bone, shortened it, and put a metal plate in there. That was supposed to alleviate the pressure that would go on the outside of my wrist. I guess take some of the weight off it and put it on the inside. But then I was in another cast for quite a while. It was over a month, 6 weeks maybe. Just laying in bed, staring at the TV, waiting for it to heal. Once the cast came off, the pain was still there, and maybe even slightly worse, to the point where it hurts all the time. I was unable to work. I haven't been able to work for the last few years. And so I just kind of sat there, fell into depression, fell into anxiety. I've always had a little bit of anxiety, but it got worse. The depression got worse. I was basically bedridden, just not knowing what to do with myself, with my life. And I was like, well, this pain's never going away. They decided that they fixed it as best they could. So I need to do something, get up and start moving, And my brother, Charles, big shout out to him. He started his weight loss journey and he had incredible results. And this is where we're gonna bridge into my health journey, my weight loss journey. We're gonna do a second video because this one's already kind of long.